Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to solve a problem. The problem name is gas station and the question number is 134. First of all, we will understand this problem. After that, we will see the logic to solve this problem and after that, we will implement the logic. So let's quickly see what this problem say. There are n gas stations along a circular route where the amount of gas at the I station is gas of I. That means we are given an array and in that array we will have some value that is nothing but a gas. So let's say here 2, 4 and 6 and that index 0, 1 and 2 is nothing but station. Here at 0 index that means at 0 station we have a 2 amount of gas. Here at first station we have 4 amount and here at second station gas we have 6 amount, right? Now let's remove this. Alright guys, so you have a car with an unlimited gas tank and it cost 5 of gas to travel from I station to the next I plus station. That means moving from one station to another station, we need to spend this much cost. It take this much cost to move from 0 station to 1 station or any station to any plus 1 next station. Fine. You begin the journey with an empty tank at the one of the gas station. Now we are going to start our journey with an empty gas. We don't have any gas in our tank. Fine. Given two integer array gas and cost, return the starting gas index if you can travel around the circuit once it clockwise. Otherwise, return -1. If there exists a solution, it guaranteed to be unique. Now, guys, see this is a very important. So let's say we have an array and I am having this value 4. Now I can start from any index and whenever I am starting, I have 0 gas amount in my tank, right? And if I completed one circuit, that means if I start let's say from 2, so then I will move to the clockwise, means this direction. And once I completed this 4, then I will start from the 1, that means like this. And once I reach to 2, that means I have completed one circuit. Means you have to complete one circuit. It doesn't like that you have completed the array, that means you completed the circuit. You have to start from the beginning and see whether I'm meeting with my same index from where I started. So if it is so, that means you have completed one circuit and that time you have to return that particular index where you started. So here I started from 2, that means one index. So I'm going to return 1. So now let's see this example and understand this problem. You will get a better idea. So here in this example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me write this and I'm going to take a new color. So here guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Fine. And here cost also 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. That is nothing but amount which we need to be spent to move to the next station, right? So here they started from the index 3 and I'm going to start from any other index to make you clear that there is no other solution. So I'm going to take now pink color again. So this is index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same index goes for this coast as well, right? So they started from 3. Let's say we started from index 5. So I have started from 5. So I'm going to say my current tank is now is going to be tank plus equal to the value. That means it's 5. So I have a 5 amount of gas in my tank. I have to move this one because this is now become a clockwise direction, right? So we can move into clockwise. So from 5 to I need to move to 1, right? So to moving a 1, I need to spend 2 amount, right? So now my tank amount will decrease by 2. So now 5 minus 2 is 3. But here guys, you can see that I have to add this much amount as well. 3 plus 1 is nothing but 4. Fine. So I have now 4 amount in my tank. Now I have to move to this 2, right? So for moving this 2, I need to spend this much amount 3. So I can say now 4 minus 3 is nothing but 1. And I have added 2 more. So I am getting now 3. That is clear, right? Now guys, to move to the next 1, 2, 3, I need to spend 4 amount. You can see, right? But here you can see in my tank is nothing but 3. I can't spend 4 amount of gas to move to the next one. That means there is no solution if we start from index 4. Now let's remove all this. I believe guys this is clear to you. So we are going to start now with index 3. So let me remove all this first. So now guys, if I start from index 3, that means the 4 value. So my tank will have initially now 4, right? And now I have to move this 5. I have to spend this much cost, that means 1. So I can say 4 minus 1 is nothing but 3. But at this much amount, that is 8. 3 plus 5 is nothing but 8. Fine. And I have to move now this one to 1. So now I can say that spend this much amount of gas and add this much. So I'm going to say 8 minus 2, that is nothing but 6 plus 1, that is 7. So I have now tank 7. Now after that we have to move to this second value, that means first index. So we can say spend this much amount 3 and add 2, right? 3. So 7 minus 3 nothing but 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. So we have still 6 amount of gas in our tank. So we can move to the next one, that is required 4 amount. 6 minus 4 is nothing but 2. 2 plus 3 is nothing but 5. So we have now 5 in our tank. Alright. Now guys, you can see that we completed the circuit, but it is a note. We have to reach to the same point. So we have to reach to this third index to complete a circuit. So for moving a third index, we need to spend 5 amount of cost. I can easily do, right? I have enough amount. I have 5. So I can say 5 minus 5 is 0 plus 4 nothing but 4. Now guys, you can see that I completed this circuit successfully. So I can say that from starting third index, I can complete a circuit clockwise direction. So now we have to return this third index. So I can say that answer is nothing but 3. You can see in the output as well. So this is how you can solve this problem. I will strongly suggest you solve this particular example by yourself and you will see that there is no particular index which can help us to complete a circuit. Now let's quickly move to the logic part and see how we can solve this particular problem. So here guys, I'm going to write a logic, and guys, I'm going to take this two array. The first array is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4. In example 4, this is a gas, and another array is guys 3, 4, 5, 1 and 2. That is nothing but cost. Now guys, it may be the case that solution can never exist, right? So we have to return -1. We have already seen in the question. So in that case, we can do one thing. We can check the difference. Here 1 minus 3 is nothing but -2, right? 2 minus 4 is nothing but -2. 3 minus 5 is nothing but -2. 4 minus 1 is nothing but +3. And 5 minus 2 is nothing but +3, right? So now guys, you can see that here we are getting a difference 6 plus 6, right? -6 plus 6. That means 0. So if our value is less than 0, then we can say return -1, because then the solution never exists, right? But here value is greater than or equal to 0, then we can say that our solution exists. So that is very clear, right? Let's see now how we can find the right index. Now guys, for finding the right index, we have to use every index. In brute force, we can say start from this index, see whether you can successfully complete a circuit or not. Then again start from this. If you are not, again start from this. If you complete it, then you can return that particular index value. Otherwise, start from a next index, next index. So this is a brute force solution. We know all, right? We can use a loop and run it for 5 times and see whether we are getting a successfully circuit or not. But let's see the optimized solution. What will be the optimized solution? Because the brute force solution can give a time complexity big of n square, right? In a worst case, because it may be the case that the last particular index is able to make a complete circuit, but we are starting from 0 index, right? So let's see the optimized approach. So we are going to start, let's say, from 0 index. Okay, this is 0 index, this is 1 index, 2 index, 3rd index and 4th index. Fine. So we are starting from 0 index, and now we have to move to the first index clockwise direction, then only we can complete a clockwise circuit, right? So for moving to the 1 index, we need to spend 3 costs, right? But we have only 1 cost. You can see tank is nothing but 1 cost, and we need a cost to move 3. So what we can do? We can see that guys, we can't move to the next one. So guys, what we can do? We can say that this index is not going to give us a right solution. So move to this index and start from the journey from this particular index. So now guys, we have a tank is equal to 2. That means 2. Now we need to spend 4 amount to move to the next tank. Fine. So we can say now we need to spend 4 amount to move to the next tank. That is not possible because we have only 2 amount, right? So we can say that start from this particular index now, because this index is not going to give us a solution. Now we need to spend 5 amount to move to the next solution, but we have a 3 amount, right? So we don't have enough amount to move to the next station. So we can say this index also not going to give us the right solution. Move to this particular index. Now we have a 4 amount and we need just 1 amount to move to the next solution, right? So we can say that just remove 1. So we are having 3 and add this one, that is 5. So we are having 8 amount in tank so that we can reach to this particular 5. Now guys, you can see that we have to spend just 2 amount to move to the next one. That is nothing but 6, right? And here you can see that we have completed this array. That means we can successfully complete our array because we have started from this 3rd index. So we can return 3rd, that means return index, which from where we have started, that is 3, right? So we can return a 3, which gonna tell us that we can complete our circuit if we start from this 3 index. So I believe guys you understood this. If you didn't understood, don't worry, you will definitely understood when you will write the code. So let's quickly move to the implementation part and see how we can write this particular logic. Now guys, first of all, what we are going to do, we are going to find this difference of every index so that we can say that whether the solution exists or not. So we can say for I in range of length of any gas or cost. So we are going to take gas, okay, and here we are going to find the sum. So we are going to declare a variable as well. So I'm going to say difference, which is going to be 0. So we're going to say difference plus equal to, and here I'm going to say gas of I minus cost of I. Fine. So this is going to help us that if difference is less than 0, that means we can't complete a circuit from any index. So if we gonna say that if difference is less than 0, if difference is less than 0, that means you can't complete, so return -1. If it is not the case, that means we have a solution, right? So we can find a solution. So we are going to again say start from the very first index for I in range and length of course. Okay. Now guys, before moving to this loop, we are going to declare one variable that is going to tell us the gas. So we are going to say tank gas, which is initially will be 0, as we have discussed in question as well. The first tank gas will be nothing wise that particular amount, right? So we can say tank gas, first of all decrement that amount of gas which we need to move to the next one, right? So we can say cost of I, after that we have to add that particular one. So we can say tank gas plus equal to gas of I. So we have added that particular gas which we are getting from that particular index. So in one line we can just write plus equal to gas of I minus cost of I, right? Fine, I hope you understood this, and we can remove this particular line. Now guys, what we are going to do, we are going to say if tank of gas is less than 0, that means we can't start from that particular index. We have to start from the next index. So we can say if tank of gas is less than 0, then we can say our final index, that means result, is going to be next index from this. So we can say I plus 1. So here I'm going to define result as well. So I'm going to say result initially is nothing but 0. Fine. So result is going to be I plus 1. Okay. After that, guys, we can see the tank gas is nothing but 0. We can make it a 0, right? Fine. Now we can say return our result, because here we have already seen if difference is greater than or equal to 0, then only you can proceed with this one. That means a solution always exists. So return that particular result. Now if you quickly run this code and see whether it's working fine or not. So you guys can see that both the test cases are passed. And let me make it bigger. Here you guys can see that both the test cases are passed. So that means it's working fine. Let's try to submit this code. So here guys we go. That means our solution is fine. It's successfully accepted. So that's all in this video. If you learned something new in this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Meet you in the next video.